Adam Warlock versus the Silver Surfer. Plus we have another huge player stepping into the fray. Stick around for Infinity Countdown number 3. If you haven't, take a minute, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get started. Now, right off the bat, we're jumping into the Assimilated Silver Surfer on his knees before Ultron, getting his directions to attack Adam Warlock. And Adam Warlock is furious. He comes at Ultron, he swings, hits him, and Ultron instantly sends his assimilated beings after him. He stands back, gets up, and blasts Adam Warlock out the building. And he puts the screaming souls of all those individuals. Now, Silver Surfer is very regretful for what he's done in the past and the lives he caused to end, being the Herald of Galactus. Well, Ultron puts those souls in his head, and they're screaming in their pain. And all those trillions of victims shouting in his head, and it's driving the Surfer mad. And Silver Surfer is trying to resist this program, and he's trying to keep it out of his head. And he even says, I can't resist. Get out of here, Warlock. I can't stop this in my head. So while Silver Surfer is trying to fight this in his head, Ultron is explaining his ultimate plan to Adam Warlock, and laughing about it, that while you're sitting here fighting me on this single planet, I'm about to launch Ultron across the entire galaxy. He's standing there on the balcony like, yeah, remember those ominous looking rockets you flew by during the last issue, Infinity Countdown 2? Yeah, they're filled with Ultrons, and they are being sent out to the galaxy to assimilate everything. So Adam Warlock punches Ultron off the balcony, and this is where Silver Surfer crawls up to him, begging Adam Warlock to kill him so that Ultron does not get his hands on the power cosmic. And Adam Warlock reaches out, puts his hand on him, and says, look, you're not Ultron. You're Norrin Radd. Remember who you are, and puts him in a healing cocoon. This next little bit was kind of funny because Ultron comes back up there, sees Surfer in the cocoon, is like, Warlock, what are you doing, man? And Warlock, I think in an attempt to buy time, starts explaining how he slumbered for 3,000 years when he was placed in his regenerative cocoon, and he gets into fighting with Ultron again, and Ultron tells him, you ain't got that much time, basically. You'll already be dead by time Silver Surfer hatches. And Adam Warlock points out, Silver Surfer wasn't dead. And right when he does, boom! Silver Surfer is back. So you think they're about to take it to Ultron, and Adam Warlock has got this big cheesy grin on his face. He's like, you're done, Ultron. I got the Surfer. And that is when Surfer just straight up nopes out. Nope, I'm gone. See you, Warlock. Good luck. Have a good day. And at this point, Warlock is at his wit's end. He is mad. And he gets the last ultimatum from Ultron, join me or die, right as the missiles launch. And having to find out what comes back, because we're going to jump over to the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Power Stone. And the Guardians of the Galaxy and Ant-Man are bringing their A-game. I mean, Groot is just plowing through people, sweeping people away. Gamora is doing her best acrobatic assault, chopping the heads off raptors, and, giving it to them. But then Warbringer blows his Horn of Doom or whatever, and basically issues out a warning saying, look, that's it. Either you get off this planet and leave the Power Stone to me, or I'm killing you. No prisoners, no quarter, nothing. You don't leave, you're dead. And Ant-Man's feeling froggy here. He hops up and starts calling the Chitauri scum, telling them to pound sand. And when he does, Drax kind of looks over and says, hey, Ant-Man, you are really exposed right now. He turns his head and gets absolutely blasted by Warbringer. And all the Guardians can say is, yeah, we kind of told him this would happen. In all fairness, they've been telling him for a lot of issues now that he was going to die in space. But he is blasted, lands on a medical evacuation team's litter, and is carried off. And at this point, the Novas are in retreat. They're done. They've accepted the fact that they have lost, and they are evacuating everyone, and the last ship is leaving, and the Guardians are covering their retreat. Then we're back to Nova, Richard Rider, and his brother Robbie Rider, who is one of the Raptors. And Robbie has gotten wrecked. He's not in good shape. And they have a conversation about why Warbringer mustn't control the Power Stone, but then talking about why these stones are different and how the universe now is somehow different. And the Raptor, Robbie, goes into discussing how everything is like a simulation. There's something just not right in the universe right now. And basically tells Robbie as he flies away, mind over matter in this. And he tells him not just is the Power Stone a simulation right now, everything is a simulation. And Nova is on his way back to link up with the Guardians, who are in the middle of their last stand. They are doing everything they can to hold out, and they're getting sentimental. They're having those emotions coming with impending death. And Rocket Raccoon's just embarrassed that they're losing this fight. Gamora is in this reflective stage of what happens to my soul that's trapped in the Soul Stone when I die. And Drax and Peter Quill are talking about basically Drax wish he would have played the saxophone more, which at this point he takes the opportunity to do that, because even in a fight to the very end, I'm going to drop my weapon and pick up an instrument and start playing. And right as Drax is dropping his harmonious jazz, Nova shows up and tells Peter Quill, look, I just had the craziest conversation, and this is all, he told me this is a huge simulation, and mind over matter in this. And Star-Lord walks up to the Power Stone, places his hand on it, and it shrinks, and he's holding it, and Warbringer ain't happy about it. And that's fine. Warbringer could be not happy, because Star-Lord just swats him away and tosses the Power Stone to Drax, and in what a moment that just doesn't make any sense to me, suddenly, through the power of music, they're going to defeat the Chitauri army. And you can hear it in my voice. This is how we're going to end this. Warbringer tries to make one last charge, and his face melts. Basically, nothing matters. The Power Stone is shrunk back down, so the planetoid that they were on is collapsing. They toss the stone to Nova, who generates a force field and flies him off the planet. But as bad as that was, this next little bit made it worth it. Suddenly, we're back to the Silver Surfer, and he's standing in front of someone, pleading with them for help. And you realize, through the conversation, who it is. And as you flip the page, you see Lifebringer Galactus, and you are just in awe. So far, I have enjoyed Infinity Countdown. I will say that I've enjoyed the Adam Warlock, Ultron, Kang the Conqueror side of things a lot more than I've enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy side of the story so far. And I say that because it seems like every time I turn around, there's something else cringy on the Guardian side of the house. And that includes the pregnant soldier who's in combat using her pregnancy to prevent an enemy combatant from killing her. It's her giving birth, or saying that, you know, she's in combat, one of the most physically taxing things you can do, and she's doing one of the other most physically taxing things you can do, which is give birth to a child, and it's insane. And to Drax, you know, the Milano was blown in half by Warbringer, yet his saxophone is beside him on the battlefield, and he pops the case and fires it up and throws an Infinity Stone in it and destroys the enemy armies with no negative impact to his allies standing around him hearing the same thing. I understand suspension of disbelief, but I mean, the Guardian side of the house is just wearing me out. It's just, I'm not excited about the Guardian side. I am excited, however, about Silver Surfer and him going to Lifebringer Galactus to seek his help. And I'm interested to see how that turns out. And that'll be my next video, of course, Infinity Countdown number 4. And after that, I will hit some of the other Infinity Countdown series issues, including Captain Marvel, Black Widow, and Daredevil. So I'll try to probably wrap those into one video. But you guys have really enjoyed it. Hey, click subscribe, and I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks again. Real Comic Stacks out.